All right, thanks everybody. So I have 20 minutes and I feel very much at home because the logo here is bamboo. 好，谢谢大家。我看大部分还是中国人，对吧？所以我是双语的。然后因为节约时间，好，我会讲得快一点。然后 if we don't have a translator, it will be a bit quicker. My Chinese is not so good, but I think you will get it. And if you have questions, come afterwards, okay? The point of my talk is that we're in China, and China has tons of bamboo. It's in the logo here, but when you look actually in everyday life, bamboo design is, to say it in a bad way, 说难听一点 bamboo design 是外国人占的大部分。So it's mostly foreign people who do a lot in bamboo design. Some of the most innovative things in bamboo design are foreign, and I would like to today give some ways, some introduction, and I would like to see much more bamboo design from young Chinese people. 所以我也不怕任何人模仿，所以我所有知道的就是传给你们，希望你们也能做一些自己东西。Right, so many people say China is a place that doesn't have design, it's not conducive to design, but when you look past the last 100 years, actually it's a very creative place. So I don't agree with people who say China cannot be creative. 有一些人他说中国它没有设计没有创意，我特别不同意。我觉得过去一些20、30年有可能是对的，但是过去4000年历史是有很多创新的设计，所以我希望就是不要模仿国外一些设计，可以模仿800年前的一些设计，那就对了。So China is a great place for designers. Bamboo is a material with great potential, and just try it. If it doesn't work, try something else. So why did I come to China? I come to China for the American dream, and no, I did not get on the wrong plane. 我是到中国是出一些美国梦啊，然后我没有上错飞机。我觉得中国就是很适合自己创业，自己做一些东西，通过自己努力去创造。So first thing, right, that's the hardest thing I ever did because it doesn't really challenge your intelligence. It's hard work. You just need to sit down and learn it, and that's what I did. So that's my base, and that's why I can talk to you a bit in Chinese. So my China, what is it? For me, China is a big box of Lego. It really is true. What does it mean? It's the factory of the world. Anything you want to do, you have the parts. It's easy to do a prototype, just go for it. 所以我觉得中国为什么特别适合做设计？世界工厂的所有的配件都在这儿，你要开个模，打个样，几百块无所谓。Okay? So I really believe all the Lego pieces are there. You can build it together. Disney has a thing. It's called Imagineering. 我特别喜欢这个 word Imagineering. 就是要自己 imagine 然后去做。So what's in my Lego box? I haven't brought everything, but I've been very, very lucky. So that's why I said, are you feeling happier now than 20 years ago? Yes, definitely. I've been able to do sunglasses, eyeglasses, a ski. I've done bicycles, some furniture, some displays. So it's very cool. It's very cool. If you're in China, you can do anything. 你到工厂去。要说哎呀，我要太阳眼镜，我设计一下，没问题，有钱吗？可以啊。要打个样，有钱还可以啊。没人说你有没有那个证啊。So if you go to a Chinese factory, you want to do some sunglasses, it's fine. You want to do a bicycle, it's fine. You have the money for the prototype, okay. Nobody's asking you for a certificate if you're an optician or a certified bicycle designer. So you can try a lot of things. That's really, really cool. So why bamboo, right? I talked about it a bit before. It's a sustainable and underappreciated resource. There's space for fresh designs. So if you do something in design and you use a material everybody's been using for hundreds of years, it's very hard to do something nobody's done before. If you use bamboo, it's quite easy. 所以设计嘛，要做一些别人没做过的东西。如果你用的材料原料跟别人都一样的，铁、木头，人家都啥都做过，你用竹子很容易就做一个别人没做过。So look at my ski, right? Many people have done skis before, but a bamboo ski is very special. So there you go. If you want to do something creative, you want to have a bit of leadership, try new material, and there you go. Here, for me personally, it's opportunity to mix the best of the West with the best of China. For you, just mix the best of yourself with one of the best materials of China. You'll do something great. So first thing is a bicycle. For me, I've done it so many years, so it's fairly simple, but I still introduce it a little bit. So there is no metal inside this bicycle, and frankly speaking, actually the bicycle, as I later found out, is not super sustainable because it uses a lot of glue to hold the things together. So I'm now not focusing on the bicycles as much, but I still do them because I want to show the strength of bamboo. 所以实际上这些自行车，如果整体来看的话，是浇水原因，不是特别环保。但是我为什么还做？这个就是一个概念，要说明竹子是特别强的一个材料。这个影响力还是蛮大。我外边骑的一个竹子自行车，人家哦，蛮不错啊，磨一磨，里面有没有铁杆？没有。Okay, so where do you learn most when things get manufactured, right? Nitin mentioned it. The factory is a source of a lot of pollution. So if you understand the manufacturing, you can understand how you can prevent some of the pollution that goes with it. So I did 2 years working in a bamboo factory in Fujian province. That was really tough. That was me. The workers' uniform, the CNC machines, and I was in charge of quality control, customer service, and design improvement. 所以我在福建的一个竹制品工厂做了2年，主要是负责他一些外贸生意。然后外贸生意就是接的电话，那方面不对，那方面比较差。那最后怎么跟设计连起来？是你知道人家怎么用，你知道应该怎么样改变，然后在工厂也可以避免很多资源的浪费。所以我觉得设计师必须得考虑到工厂。你设计完了之后，会不会存在很多的一个浪费 ？So manufacturing process and material, bamboo actually it starts to become fashionable. Many people design something and then they go like, oh, this I make from bamboo. I think it needs to be the other way around. You need to start with a solid knowledge of bamboo to really know if what you're doing is going to work in bamboo or not. Otherwise, you're just wasting a resource. 所以现在竹子这个材料实际上已经开始流行了，很多人他设计什么东西就用竹子做，但是我认为这错了。他首先要了解这个材料，这个材料适不适合他这种设计，他设计上面是否能做一些改变。让生产那个过程更节约。So, as part of the educational bit, I would like to share a video of how bamboo board is made, because I get the question a lot. Oh, bamboo is a stick, right? How do you get a flat board? So, that's the video that will give you a short impression. I have some samples of boards over there, so after the speech people can go and touch it, which is still the best way to learn. Okay? Yeah. So one of the things you have is you split the bamboo into strips. And I had the machine stop in the middle, and I brought one of these with me. So these are the strips later on. Feel free to play around with it in the next couple of days. There's different ways to put it up and press it. You will get a different pattern, wide or flat. And that's the new way, which is kind of the best way, where you use steam to flatten it out, and you will get a design like this. So the new method actually saves a lot of glue, saves a lot of material, and at the moment it's still very expensive because the development costs are factored into this. But once the development costs are written off, that is going to be the bamboo of tomorrow, because in terms of the actual cost, it's cheaper. So sustainable and scalable, I believe that if we want to make a big impact, we should actually have it produced in large numbers, right? 如果你要做的很大的一个影响力比较大，你就是要大量生产的。Okay, so this is cradle-to-cradle design, which I like very much. You have a stick of bamboo, and you can make a very nice roll-up banner. The problem is every stick is a little bit different. So if you want to have this in tens and hundreds of thousands, then that's going to be tough. One way is to control the size is to use these little sticks that the last video introduced, the little slats. So if you build the product like this, in this case it's a roll-up, but I really believe that this is one of the best methods to do bamboo products in the future, then you always have the same size. You can box it, you can do 100,000, you can do 1,000,000 of these, and always control the same size. 所以这个批量生产用竹条的话就很简单，你做100万都没问题，那个包装纸盒都一样的。CNC cutting, so if you talk about volume manufacturing, you're gonna touch on CNC cutting. So why have I shown you this? Because of this pile of trash here. So you can do an iPhone cover, and all the stuff around it you actually don't need. So that's my piece of furniture, where in the factory we had a lot of CNC cutout that was wasted, and it was burned in the kitchen. And I thought, hey, actually this is going to make for quite a nice place to put my clothes. 所以电脑雕刻它有一个好处，就是很标准，你就一批这抓质量很方便的，要么全部对，要么全部错。但是它的一个缺点就是利用材料的，所以这一大堆是垃圾，然后在工厂那边我们就是在厨房烧掉了。然后我觉得这个可以利用。 这些其他人的垃圾是别人的宝贝 ，so 你做一些家具，也可以利用它的一些比较特殊的一些形式。Eyewear, yeah, this is a piece of bamboo. It's the one I'm wearing here, and it's also from CNC cut. After it's cut, you need to sand it to make sure it's comfortable to wear. So that's a lot of hand manual labor. Cable fondler is another one of my projects. Actually, I made it for a friend of mine. His design, and he had it manufactured in China. The great thing here is that you use a lot of the material. 这个材料用的特别好，一点都没有浪费。So this is how it's made actually, and you can see that the laser cutter compared to the CNC cutter is much more efficient. There's literally no gap between these pieces. The cut here is the step to the next one. And again, because it's China, I could really be there at the place where it's manufactured, which really helps you understand and learn. The bamboo root is most famous in the Gucci bag. Gucci 的那个包，它用的竹根是地下走的那一部分，是最出名的。这是一个打火机的一个设计。So a very nice thing about the bamboo root is that it feels very nice in the hand. Gucci really used that during the war when other resources were scarce. They used that, and it's actually kept until now, not because the resources are scarce, but because it's a very nice bit. Ski, right. So being Swiss and skiing since I'm 4 years old, I just had to do it kind of. It's a strong material, it's a light material. It absorbs the vibration and it bends but it doesn't break. 然后我是瑞士人嘛，从4岁就开始滑雪。那我也不得不要做一个竹子，滑雪板，这一块，然后竹子它又轻，又牢固，然后不容易断。这个现在是在安吉竹子博物馆有展览的。So this one is exhibited in the Anji Bamboo Museum, and I'm a little bit proud of that.
So how much percentage of the material is actually bamboo?
The core is bamboo, the top is bamboo, and in the second generation the sidewall is also bamboo. So in short, I believe China is a great place for designers. Bamboo is a material with great potential, and just try new things. So this weekend is about this. So I brought some materials here, I brought some samples, and yeah, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to be here the next 2 days because I'm going to the bamboo forest. But you're in good hands, and I think just try it. I mean, it will not work out the first time, maybe not even the second time. If you do need some advice, you can come to me, no problem. And yeah, that's my time. So 我觉得这个很简单嘛，我今天希望分享一些想法。我要拿一些真的竹子设计拿过来，让你们学习一下。然后我希望这2天你们自己创造一些。然后明天后天我就不在，我就到安吉去。但是如果将来有一些不清楚的地方，还是遇到一些跟竹子设计的困难，欢迎人家跟我发一份邮件还是什么的。然后我也很乐意就是再更深入的分享一些经验呗。Okay, we still have 1 minute left, but that's my time. Thank you very much. Why you need one?
China.
我觉得我都不需要再做总结了，因为这个 Robert 中英文都说得非常的好，让我觉得有点自愧不如。对，如果大家对这个竹子的这些产品，或者在生产竹子的产品设计方面有任何的问题的话，也可以私下的去找 Robert 聊。我们接下来让我们把这个速度加快，时间的轴转起来。我们有请我们的 Adam。
Thank you. Thank you, good afternoon. We still need to set up my...
Maybe we can have 2 minutes Q&A for our first 2 sparks. 大家有任何的问题问我们前面2位的这个演讲嘉宾吗？我们有2分钟的时间哦，大家抓紧时间。Okay.
Yeah, if you could use the microphone, would be great.
No, I guess everyone can hear me.
That's great.
Okay, just wondering, because when you talk about all the material you're using,
Sure.
I mean all the processing, all about the manufacturing, because we know like CNC machine and somehow laser cutting machine is kind of energy consuming. And well, is there any like how to deal with the less energy thing, or is the waste material that you cut from the bamboo? Like besides the example you just show us, the nice board that you made into a closet, something like that. I mean, how do you usually approach to the manufacturing process, or how do you usually consider about like? 就因为那个用竹子的时候我们常常会用那个 CNC 或是 laser cutting， 然后在某种情况下，因为 CNC 跟 laser cutting 是非常消耗能源的，所以我就请问那个 Robert 先生说，那个就是譬如说每次在设计新东西的时候，对于同样的这个生产过程有没有什么样的想法？就是说要怎么样可能更环保一点啊，或者说更能够节约资源这样。
有想法，当然有想法。我们做了，你那个要关掉，第2个要关掉。关了是吗 Okay, so of course I worked in a factory for 2 years, so I definitely have some opinions on manufacturing, and I believe it starts with the designer. It starts with the designer going to the factory. It starts with the designer knowing how it's going to be manufactured, and then you can start from the beginning to see, okay, is there a way you can change your design to make it easier to manufacture, to make it more efficient to be put together on a block of CNC. 所以我认为这个当然设计师他有很大的一个力量，是可以第一时间他要去工厂自己学习嘛，实际的操作是怎么做，他有没有机会把自己的设计做得更节约一点，然后他有时候工厂他也是跟设计师的一个需求走。如果设计师他选了一个比较浪费的方法，只要他出钱，工厂会做，对吧？工厂他也不管，他是做生意的，所以还是责任还是在设计师手上。So what I said was that the factory will follow the request of the designer. If the designer is asking for a very inefficient and very unsustainable method of manufacturing, as long as the designer will pay for it, the factory will do it. So the responsibility of choosing a sustainable manufacturing process and method and design in itself is still with the designer. That's just my opinion.
Oh, last question.
A quick one. What is the effect of water? You know, the skis, for example, they're in wet environments. How do you make it sustainable from being affected by water?
So
所以刚刚那个问题是关于水污染的，对不对？
没有，它是防水嘛。
哦 ，OK， 防水。
So in some ways, 关了吗？好。So in some ways, I think it's not really possible, and it's okay that it's not possible, because what I want to say is bamboo is part of the answer. It's not the only answer, and you cannot do everything with bamboo. So some things bamboo is not suitable to do. So for example, if you wanted to make a toilet out of bamboo, that's not what bamboo is meant to do, and you shouldn't do it. So still continuing to use ceramics, in my opinion, would be the right choice. And the reason that water can go into bamboo and it will degrade is actually a good thing if you think about it, because then it can biodegrade. Yeah, thank you.